Thanks, guys. And Lucy, if I told you that Nick Foles would be our Super Bowl MVP at the top of the season, would you believe me?
Oh, absolutely not.
Well, it's certainly sunny in Philadelphia now. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the Patriots last night, 41-33. And the story is about Nick Foles beating Tom Brady in the Super Bowl in 2018, considering he almost quit football before deciding to give it one more chance. And now look at him. Super Bowl champ and Super Bowl MVP. A pretty good choice to stay.
Yeah, it definitely was, and it was just such a fun game to watch. But I do want to say I'm sorry to our sports director, Mary Kate. I know she's probably still very upset, but come on, Gronk looked good, and Brady threw for over 500 yards. So yeah, they lost, but they lost to a good team, and I'm just waiting for the Cowboys to be back there, hopefully next year.
I'm a Bears fan. I'll wait 25 plus years. This weekend, Iowa Wrestling hosted not one, but two duels against Big Ten opponents.
Friday night, the Hawks took on Minnesota. Brandon Sorensen kicked the night off with a pin at the 149 weight class. Then Michael Kimmer picked up the major decision at 157 over 18th-ranked Jake Short while recording 5 takedowns in the first 2 periods. At 125, Spencer Lee continued his dominance with a 15-0 technical fall over former NCAA finalist and 6th-ranked Ethan Lizak. Hawks won that one 34-7.
Then on Sunday, the Hawks celebrated Senior Day as they hosted Northwestern. The Hawks won the first 6 matches of the duel. The last 2 wins of that streak came by technical falls from Michael Kemmerer and Alex Marinelli. Mitch Bowman picked up a major decision at the 184 weight class, and Sam Stoll closed out the meet with a 4-0 decision over the Wildcats' Conan Jennings. The Hawks took that one 33-22, and here's what the team had to say after the meet on Friday night.
Everybody's got the scouting report on Sorensen, but when he's wrestling like he's been wrestling and it's fast, we like how his scoring goes right through the roof.
You know, I went out there, I was moving good, got to where I wanted, ended up how I wanted it, so just keep it that way.
The Big Ten conference, and no one's going to lay down, so you got to push your pace, and Iowa style is no one can match it. So I shoot, I score, he shoots, I score. So
Iowa's next test is this Saturday at Penn State, who just took down the top-ranked Ohio State in a thriller of a meet. And we'll have a preview of that later this week.
Following an overtime road victory over Michigan State last week, the women's basketball team was back in action against Minnesota at home yesterday.
Early in the first, Kathleen Doyle hits Mackenzie Meyer with a long assist that she drains for 3 to help Iowa get off to a 13-3 run.
Iowa never trailed in this one as Meyer hits Gustafson with the pass down low that she converts into a basket. The Hawks took this one 92-84.
I really like the team basketball. We have 5 people in double figures. We have 20 assists on 29 baskets. And so, again, I think that team basketball is so good for us, and obviously really, really happy to see the 3s drop tonight.
I will be back at home this Thursday where they'll face Penn State. The men's gymnastics team had their first home meet of the year this weekend against the 4th-ranked Fighting Illini. In the first rotation, senior Mark Springett finished with a season-best 13.9 on the floor.
On the pommel horse, senior Austin Hodges finished second with a score of 14.200.
On the rings, Iowa recorded a season-high score of 67.6, which was topped off by a 13.8 from junior Rogelio Vasquez. And on the vault, Ellsworth took home the event title with a 14.45, which helped Iowa finish with a season-best 69.7 event score.
Hodges finished with a 13.850 on the parallel bars and took home the second event title of the meet for the Hawkeyes. Iowa also recorded a season best on this event with a 66.350, and on the final rotation of the meet, Iowa earned yet another season best with a 65.500. But that wasn't enough as Iowa finished second with a score of 401.850.
To jump in front of them, we did not capitalize. We can't count falls, and we did several on high bar, and we still had a couple on horse. But in the grand scheme of things, we're better each weekend. They improved on a lot of stuff that we were focused on, and we need a few other things that we need to clean up going into the next weekend.
Iowa will face the top-ranked Oklahoma Sooners on the road this weekend. With the women's Big Ten championships less than 2 weeks away and the men's just 3, the swimming and diving team hosted their last home meet of the season on Friday against Western Illinois.
For the women's team, Joe Jekyll won both the 50-meter back and the 50-meter fly to orchestrate the sweep for the Hawks. The 400 Melody team hyped up the Hawks ahead of their big meet with a stellar performance.
On the men's side, the team posted several personal bests in their final meet. Michael Tinney swam a 46.05 in the 100-meter free, and Tom Schaub had a season's best to win the 500 free.
Both for us and Western, it's a final tune-up as we head into our conference meets, and we had some exhibition. We were able to have a little fun with some of the stuff, but really, in seriousness, they're still battling for positions on relays and so forth. Across the board, though, it looked like we had some real nice performances, and for some of the best of our dual meet season at least. And it's a great place to be heading into the championship season.
An impressive meet for the women's team, who are excited to head to the Buckeye State for the Big Ten championships that start next Wednesday. The men will follow up as they head north to Minneapolis to compete in their championships a week later. That's all we have for you in the sports studio. Make sure to tune in tomorrow to get an inside look on Wrestling Senior Day.
And also tomorrow, tune in for more from the women's basketball game this weekend. Guys at the desk, back to you.